A lot has been said about Tesla tech being the best, but few actually compare it. We've seen journalists and YouTubers jump in cars, not spend any time getting to know what the car can do, and then giving a verdict. Instead, we're going to compare our two cars. We've owned a Tesla since 2015, and this is our latest, a Model Y. We've also owned a BMW since 1999, and this is our 8 Series, which we have owned for 2 years. Let's get a few elephants out the room. The BMW is petrol, but we are not looking at the drivetrain today. If the EV credentials were the only consideration, then this would be a very different review. Secondly is price. We're not looking at value for money here, although the technology on both cars is available on other models from the maker, and both these cars cost us about the same amount when we bought them. There are other factors including servicing and fuel costs, but this is not the purpose of this video today. We will cover these topics another day. Before we even get to the car, let us talk about the app. Both have a range of features that you can do remotely. Both can see the status of various aspects of the car. While the BMW can check the tire pressures, we believe Tesla will offer this soon. Both can perform some basic controls, including locking and unlocking. The Tesla app can operate more things remotely if desired. Both can turn on ventilation and use a timer to do so. Tesla also has options to remotely enable some of the in-car features, such as dog mode. Both also have the ability to locate the car from a map and even access the cameras remotely. Both can book service center appointments. There's no obvious ability to contact service in the event of a breakdown or emergency from the Tesla app, which there is on the BMW. Both can order upgrades and do software updates remotely. The two apps offer very similar features. The main difference is down to which app you prefer. The Tesla API has also been decoded and third-party apps exploit this. Whether you think this is a good thing or not depends on your view of security. Onto the car itself. Both have comfort access. You walk up and the car unlocks automatically. With the BMW, you need a key fob, whereas with the Tesla you can use your phone. With the BMW, you can also open the boot just by waving your foot under the car. Both can be set up to recognize the driver from the key and adjust the seat position and other settings. They both also automatically lock when you walk away, can leave their headlights on for a short period when doing so, and have automatic folding mirrors. The one feature the Tesla has that the BMW does not is pin to drive. This requires the driver to punch in a code before the car will draw it. When driving, both these cars have driving aids. They both have lane and speed keep, and we have other videos going into this area in more depth. The main differences we have found is that the BMW is far better at reading speed limits than the Tesla. This technology is developing all the time, and both have options around automatic lane changing, traffic lights, and stop signs. The BMW can also show speed camera locations. We feel the reliability of the features is as important as the feature count in this area, and while we have experienced phantom braking in the Tesla, we have not had the issue with the BMW. While driving, the BMW also provides advanced notifications of certain warnings. These can include tight bends and even bad weather ahead. The BMW also uses a head-up display to share information to the driver. Both systems also include built-in dash cams using the built-in car cameras. The Tesla can also use its cameras when parked as a sentry mode. This records anybody approaching the car while it is left. Although this feature is pretty wasteful of range, it can be useful in certain circumstances. At night, both have auto-dip headlights, although the BMW system offers a truly adaptive capability, including adjusting the beam into corners and changing the projection range at speed. The system can also blank out other cars from the beam, enabling the surrounding areas to still be illuminated with the full beam. Tesla are now fitting matrix headlights to their cars, but these advanced headlight features are currently not available in the cars. A future update may add them, but until then, BMW has a real advantage. The Tesla has the ability to summon the car, moving it forwards or backwards remotely, and even to cross a car park in some countries. The BMW has a more limited version of the feature on some cars, but it does have a reversing assist where the car will retrace its steps to get you out of an awkward parking spot. Its parking cameras are also much better, offering both a top-down view and the ability to give a 360 view of the car. Within the car, they can both show you recent errors and alerts. They both have a built-in tire pressure monitor and allow for the owner to update it if the wheels are changed. The BMW system also provides guidance on what the correct tire pressure should be, and this updates in use to account for warming of the tire in use. Both cars have built-in navigation as you would expect. The Tesla system uses a combination of Google Maps to show its position and a different built-in system for the actual navigation. Both can show traffic on the map and satellite images, but only the BMW system offers a bird's-eye view and can also show the weather. Both can use the internet to search for businesses, locations, and postcodes. They both allow waypoints and have some routing options, the BMW system having a few more options than the Tesla. You can also send destinations to the car remotely from your phone. Because the BMW system has CarPlay and Android Auto, it can also use other mapping solutions via your phone, including Waze, Google Maps, and Apple Maps. Most of these also replicate the direction information on the head-up display. You can also use the voice control to interact with the car and ask for a destination. The BMW does not require any button to be pressed for this to start. Simply start with "Hey BMW." The BMW voice control system can also interact with Alexa and Siri directly. Both use natural language processing, although the Tesla system does accept some commands which are, shall we say, more risky. The range of functions they control varies, but turning up or down the heating, opening and closing the windows, making phone calls, etc. are all possible. Both systems are touchscreen. The BMW also has a control wheel which can make things easier when on the move and accepts hand gestures to skip tracks. There's more features that both cars do. You can set the heat seaters and steering wheel to come on automatically. The BMW offers more control than the Tesla in this regard. And this particular BMW also has ventilated seats, which you can set to automatically cool you when driving. Both cars also have some location-aware features. The Tesla can remember charge rates by location, and where the HomeLink hardware is fitted will automatically trigger at specific locations. The BMW will wind down the windows automatically at, say, a toll booth. The audio playback is also similar between the cars. Both support Spotify, although Tesla include a free account. Both allow you to use USB devices, although the BMW also has built-in storage. Because the BMW supports CarPlay and Android Auto, it supports many more music streaming services. Both support Tidal in different ways, and the BMW also supports Apple Music, Amazon Books, and other streaming apps that reside on your phone. Tesla does, kind of, support these as it supports Bluetooth streaming, but the ability to control these services is much harder with the Tesla. BMW and Tesla both include shortcuts, but in a different way. The BMW allows pretty much any function to be programmed to each of 8 physical keys. This could be selecting a specific radio station, calling a specific number, navigating to a specific location, or calling up a specific display. While the screen can be customized using tiles, you cannot show what each shortcut does, and you need to remember them. The Tesla has started to introduce a docking area where certain common functions are easily accessible. These use an icon to say what they are. They also use a similar approach to Apple, where recent functions are shown. The display is not really customizable at all. The nearest thing is bringing up a menu for a specific function, such as radio or energy use. Where Tesla departs from BMW is in what it can do when you are not driving. Tesla includes video games and has the ability to use a number of video streaming services subject to your own subscription. It also has some more comical features, such using the display for a log fire or making farting noises. The car can also do light shows and has a number of hidden Easter eggs in the software. These are a lot of fun, but for us don't really aid the driving of the car. We mentioned it briefly earlier, but both receive software updates over the air and map updates. In our experience, the Tesla has more software updates, whereas the BMW map is updated more frequently. We may well have missed the odd feature, but overall any differences between the two cars is down to the way they have implemented features. The tech in the BMW is clearly geared more to driving. The head-up display, speed camera alerts, better reading of speed limit changes, adaptive headlights, more control over the sat-nav and other features all point towards this. The Tesla is more geared to fun, especially when stationary, and the support of streaming services makes it easy to watch TV while you're charged. Tesla may have caused the change with its approach to tech, over-the-air updates and touch screens, but the other makes have not stood still. The BMW is a 3-year-old car and has had new features added since it left the factory, just like Tesla do. Which you prefer is down to which features you place most value in. We can see pros and cons in both. As self-driving cars starts to become reality, the need for driver-oriented features will decrease, although we would argue reading accurate speed limits and great headlights are a must for any car. The ability to watch video streaming services or play games can be entertaining, but beyond this, we've seen very little tech in the Tesla that is not also present in the BMW.